Hello YouTube, Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, also known as Mr. Lighting in a Fan. Right now the time is approximately 5:35 p.m., which numerologically reduces to 13. So the number 13, blessed be the power of the witch. And the date is Monday, July 1st, 2019. It is the date of the dark moon in Gemini, the night before the new moon and solar eclipse in Cancer. Very excited about this. By the way, do you remember this? Yes, my trusty, beautiful, wonderful copy of the Many Moons 2019 Lunar Planner. As some of you may remember, each month there are tarot and oracle card prompts, and I wanted to share with you the ones for February through June, since I didn't do them previously. Now, for the record and for my awesome audio-visual person's peace of mind, I am not going to cast cards for all the tarot and oracle card prompts from February through June. I'm only going to do the one for July that I'm divinely guided to select. But, by the way, I love these. They're called I clips. Lowercase I hyphen C as in Charles, L-I, P as in Paul, S as in Sam. I have several designs, but a way to make me happy is to give me a set of these, or two, even happier. I used to use other bookmarks, but they would rip the pages, they'd fall out. These, however, have saved my sanity, and they've helped me keep my place in the multiple books that I read and in my calendar planners. So I love these. And of course, we know how much the butterfly chases after me. And I love the heart chakra colors. Anyway, so these are the tarot and oracle card prompts for February, which you could definitely do on your own. Tarot or oracle card pull for the month. Pull a card or a series of cards for, in this case, February 2019. Spread suggestions. What to shift. How to shift. What to renew, how to center, or me, meaning you, the person casting the cards, my light, and how to keep my light shining. Beautiful. And then for the month of March, I put this here for a reason, so I'm going to read it. Reflections of February 2019, and reflection on your tarot card or oracle card pulls, and favorite memory and or message of the month. Now for March, we have, it says, pull one card or a spread of cards that you create for this month to help you anchor your intentions and actions through the days of this month. That's a great one. Ooh, I love that one, actually. Okay, for April, we have the following tarot or oracle card pulls for the month. Pull one card or a series of cards for the month. Suggested spreads. What seeds to plant. How to grow them. And what shall bloom as a result. And then myself, meaning you who are casting the cards, my next steps, a challenge to overcome, how to do so, and a parting message from Spirit. Okay, so we're moving along to May. And for May, we have the following. Pull one card or a series of cards for the month. Sorry, I have an itch. Suggested spread. What is growing? What the growth feels like. What containers must be built to serve the growth? Where must the growth stay wild? Let me try that again. And finally, where must the growth stay wild for the moment? I love that. And then we're going to go to June. And for June, we have the following. See how handy these eye clips are? Tarot or Oracle card pull for the month. Pull one card or a series of cards for this month. Suggested spreads. What must be cleared. What must be planted. What must be celebrated. Sounds like a perfect spread to use with the Herb Crafters Tarot. Co-created by Letitia Guthrie and Joanna Powell Colbert, and illustrated by the Joanna Powell Colbert. A mindset or theme to focus on that shall help with this process. That's like the parting message for this spread. Okay, and now for July. Now, I don't know what July is, but I'm definitely looking forward to what it's going to be. Okay, so for July 2019, pull one card or a series of cards for this month. Suggested spread. What is getting eclipsed out of my life? How do I stay in my grace through this upheaval? What shadows are ready to be integrated? How can I do this? What is the larger lesson available to me at this time? Okay, I'm doing this, especially since tomorrow is a solar eclipse and a new moon. So, with that, I was divinely guided to select Tarot of the Angels. I haven't used this deck in a while, and it's not necessarily an ideal deck for shadow work, but it's what I was divinely guided to use, and I'm going to use it. So, I am going to, actually before I do anything else, my trusty Florida water. It is so hard to believe that I lived so much of my life without Florida water. It's like, I don't believe it. Oh, and I love this one. This one is made with cinnamon and orange. It's very Oshun. And Oshun is a goddess of divination, so it works out perfectly. Now, as always, although I'm doing this reading for myself, if it resonates with you, let me know in the comments. As I shuffle this deck, I call upon the powers of the goddesses. I call upon the powers of the gods. I call upon the powers of the ascended masters. I call upon the powers of the archangels. I call upon the powers of the angels. I call upon the powers of the saints. I call upon the powers of the planetary energies. I call upon the powers of the stars. I call upon the powers of the sacred fae. I call upon the powers of the elementals. And I call upon the powers of my ancestors. And I call upon their wisdom and the powers of the universe to come down and be with me for my casting of cards right now. Amun. Amen. And so must it be. Gotta give it a good whack. They taught me that. I still think that's not a good thing, but yeah, giving it a good whack is very helpful. Not just with cards, but with other. Okay, let's try that again. So, what is getting eclipsed out of my life? How do I stay in my grace through this upheaval? What shadows are ready to be integrated? How can I do this? What is the larger lesson available to me at this time? And I'm going to pull it now from the bottom of the deck, the final message card. And I'll put it like that for now. Okay, so put you there. Stay. So, what is getting eclipsed out of my life? It is the Queen of Pentacles. Financial worries, lack of creativity, or the belief of the lack of creativity. That's more accurate. And any physical health issues that are preventing me from being completely healed, completely whole, and to completely move forward in all the new directions of my life. How do I stay in my grace through this upheaval? I heard meditation and prayer, as well as visualization and journal writing. And the card is the Knight of Pentacles. Continue moving forward with all the financial goals and professional endeavors I have. And continue being mindful of any and all messages from people and from spiritual beings, be they intuitive, literal, in writing, email, text message, regular mail, etc. And pay attention to one's body, making sure that I am physically nourished with foods, beverages, vitamins, minerals. Okay. What shadows are ready to be integrated? So another way of saying this would be, what shadows are going to be integrated with my lights? The Nine of Cups. So the shadows symbolizing... No, I need to start from there. So in a lot of Lo Scarabeo decks, chalices is the name for the cups. And one of the traditional meanings of the Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. So for me, this card is saying that I need to cast away and surrender and release all the fears that I have, that my dreams and desires shall not manifest. So I need to acknowledge those fears. I need to acknowledge that they exist. I need to acknowledge that those fears and insecurities and doubts are preventing me from manifesting my dreams and desires, or better. How can I do this? By being the essence of love. You know, I recently began catching up on Star Trek Discovery, and there was an episode where Spock was saying something over and over and over again as a grounding mantra. And it was from, I want to say, the writings of Sirach, but I might be wrong about that, which could jeopardize my Star Trek Trekkie card, but I digress. But I remember about 2 years ago, I began, for lack of a term or phrase, reciting the first sentence of a treatment that Louise Hay has in all of her books. And for me, it is a grounding mantra. And it goes, deep at the center of my being, there is an infinite wellspring of love. And to me, the Ace of Chalices not only represents new love energy, but it is a symbolic representation in the sacred tarot of that particular mantra. Deep at the center of my being, there is an infinite wellspring of love. Deep at the center of my being, there is an infinite wellspring of love. And one thing that I've learned over the years is it is imperative to say or write or think an affirmation or a spiritual decree as slowly and as feelingly as possible. Deep at the center of my being, there is an infinite wellspring of love. Deep at the center of my being, there is an infinite wellspring of love. So that is going to help me through these changes. And the element of water. Water, drinking tea, taking showers, taking baths, anointing myself with essential oils and essential oil blends, and of course, my beloved Florida water and other cologne waters such as Rue, or as we say in Spanish, Ruda, which is a wonderful uncrossing and anti-hexing. Honey, Rue is a witch's best friend. One of them anyway. And then, what is the larger lesson available to me at this time? It's the card that I use as a blank card or as an unknowable card. So the lesson is to be unrevealed right now, but to be revealed at a later time. And the final message card is the Sun. So I am returning to a state of wholeness. I am returning to a state of radiance. I am resuming and reconnecting with my light. And I am being reminded of my light. And so are all of you. Wow. This was really, really powerful. And I cannot thank you enough for joining me on this journey, YouTube. I am definitely going to keep this video short and sweet. So in my next videos, I'll talk about some of my new favorite musical artists, or some of my not so new favorite musical artists, as well as the various books that I am rereading or reading at the present time. But for now, YouTube, actually I'm going to have my awesome audio-visual person tilt the camera back up to me. Thank you so much. And I definitely want to thank you for being a part of this journey with me, YouTube. I want to wish all of you, and I do wish all of you, many blessings of love and light and life, of radiance, prosperity, and peace. May you always be blessed. May you and yours always be blessed. And may the universe always bless you and yours with all your dreams and desires, or better, magnified by 1 billionfold. And I wish you a good day.